Hello! Step by Step is a TV program that helps your kids to learn specific things in English. Every episode contains 3 paragraphs. Let's get started with idioms, which we talk through it about some idioms in English and we explain it. The second one is called In Our Pack Today. This paragraph is a short talk about a cartoon movie and what do we learn from it. And now, let's talk about the last one, friends. Our friends Jad and Sarah will teach us some basics in English in every episode. And now, let me introduce myself. My name is Rawan, and this is my every episode guest, Lujain Al-Hassan. Welcome, Lujain.
Welcome, Rawan.
So tell me, are you excited about this TV show?
Yes, Rawan. Actually, I can't wait to show our friends what we have for them today.
We will show them immediately. Keep watching. An idiom is a common word or phrase which means something different from its literal meaning, but can be understood because of their popular use. Lujain, tell me, what do you know about idioms?
I know that if a person wants to learn a language, he needs to learn these words in it and how and when to use them.
Exactly, that's right. However, people also need to learn idioms separately because certain words together or at certain times can have different meanings. A hot potato, meaning a hot potato is something that is dangerous to handle or a situation that is difficult to deal with. For example, I tried to learn German language, but it's a hot potato. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, meaning get double results with 1 attempt or solve 2 problems with 1 single action or achieve 2 things with a single effort. For example, my mom is killing 2 birds with 1 stone by singing rhymes to teach me and please my toddler brother.
This one is helpful.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is helpful. I agree with you. The third idiom, once in a blue moon, meaning an event that happens infrequently on the other hand, once after a long time or on rare occasions and almost never happens. For example, I only go to the cinema once in a blue moon. What do you think of this idiom, Lujain?
I didn't get it. Can the moon turn blue?
Actually, yeah, it turned blue, but it's a rare phenomenon.
So when we say it, we mean that this activity happens as few as the times the moon turns blue, right?
That is exactly what you mean. Piece of cake, meaning it's used to say when something is very easy to do or a very simple work. Example, don't think that this term's work will be a piece of cake. You'll have to study hard to get good grades.
This idiom is so familiar. I always hear it in the movies, but I never understood it until now.
So what did you understand from this idiom? Explain to us.
That if a work or a project is so easy to do, then it's like a piece of cake. It doesn't need effort to do it.
Exactly. The next idiom, when pigs fly, meaning it's used to say that just impossible about something that will never happen. For example, definitely, math is going to be decent and quiet when pigs fly.
In Arabic, we say a flying elephant when something is overrated and could never happen.
Exactly, that is just the same. That's a great, Lujain. You are so smart. So tell me, which idiom did you like most?
My favorite was kill 2 birds with 1 stone because it aims to achieve more than 1 job, and I always prefer this kind of words. You know, words that give hope.
Great, you have a really good point. So for our next paragraph in our pack today, let's go. Zootopia is a 2016 American movie comedy film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios and directed by Byron Howard and Rich Moore. Let's watch the trailer.
Zootopia, a gleaming city where animals of all breeds, predator and prey alike, live together in peace and harmony.
Hi, I'm Judy, your new neighbor.
Yeah, well, we're loud.
Don't expect us to apologize for it.
ZPD's first rabbit officer, Judy Hopps.
You ready to make the world a better place?
What can you tell us about the animals that went savage? Are we safe?
This is priority 1. Hopps, parking duty.
Sir, I'm not just some token bunny.
You strike out, you resign.
Deal. Hello? I'm here here to ask you some questions about a case.
Then they should have gotten a real cop to solve it.
You are under arrest.
For what? Hurting your free wings?
You are a key witness.
No, he is.
The story begins in a world populated by talking animals. The plot is about a rabbit called Judy Hopps who fulfills her childhood dream of becoming a police officer. And that's when she meets Nick. Judy is delegated to parking duty by Chief Bogo, who doubts her potential because she's a rabbit. Just then, an otter named Mr. Otterton begging Chief Bogo to find her husband, Emmett, who has been missing. Bogo offers empty assurance until Judy steps up and promises to find him. Bogo allows Judy to take the case on the condition that if she fails in 48 hours, she resigns.
Judy blackmails Nick into assisting her by recording his conversion to tax evasion.
$200 a day, Fluff. 365 days a year since I was...
She hustled you good!
Start talking.
They track Otterton to a limousine owned by crime boss Mr. Big, who reveals Otterton went savage and attacked his chauffeur Manches.
This is a simple misunderstanding.
He was a savage!
I believe he and this Jaguar, till I saw this.
Back home, Judy learns the thing that caused the mammals to go savage, which is Croc's palms. Then they find out that Bellwether was behind all this.
Run. Get them.
Carrots! I got you. Come here. Okay, now just relax. What's... Blueberry?
Pass.
Judy.
Take the case. Get it to Pogo.
I'm not gonna leave you behind. That's not happening.
I can't walk.
We'll think of something.
We're on the same team, Judy. Underestimated, underappreciated. Aren't you sick of it? Predators. They may be strong and loud, but prey outnumber predators 10 to 1. Think of it. 90% of the population united against a common enemy will be unstoppable.
Bellwether got arrested. The savage animals are cured. Judy rejoins the ZPD and Nick graduates from the Zootopia Police Academy as the city's first Fox police officer and becomes Judy's partner.
We have to try. So no matter what type of animal you are, try to make the world a better place.
All rabbits bad drivers, or is it just you?
You were going 115 miles per hour. I hope you have a good explanation.
Lujane, did you watch this cartoon movie?
Yes, Rowan. Actually, I saw it twice, and I still have the same excitement for the third time.
You know what? Me too, actually. I always have the same excitement every time I watch it. You know, you got yourself a good deal. We will watch it after this episode. Now tell me, which character did you like most?
I like Judy, and I guess everyone did, because she's strong and she never gave up on a thing she always wanted.
That's right. And who are we kidding? She's really cute. So now, what do we learn from this cartoon movie? First, we should always dream big. Judy always wanted to be a police officer and everybody laughed at her. Even her parents, who suggested that she work on a carrot farm like her other siblings. In spite of all these obstacles, she followed her dream and finally became the first rabbit police officer. The second one, believe in yourself, because if you don't, then no one will. The third one, don't be prejudiced, and this is the central message of Zootopia. It's about not judging people based on their race. orientation, or appearances, which can be misleading. Actually, this is my favorite lesson from Zootopia. Always look for positive things in other people. Lujain, what was the best thing you learned from this movie?
That we should always dream big and we should never give up on our goals no matter what.
And make sure, Lujain, you're doing the right thing. Now let us learn some new words for our vocabularies. Plot, the main events of a play, novel, movie, or similar work, devised and presented by the writer as an interrelated sequence. Otter, a fish-eating mammal of the weasel family with a dense fur and webbed feet. Crocus, a small spring-flowering plant of the iris family which grows from a corn and bears bright yellow, purple or white flowers.
Is it the same you use in cooking? I remember it's color between red and orange.
That is exactly the same. Now tell us the last word we want to learn.
Arrested, seize someone by legal authority and taken to custody or jail.
And now, guys, with our next paragraph, friends. Our characters for this paragraph are Jad and Sarah. Let's go and meet them.
Hello, my name is Jad.
Hello, Jad. My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Sarah. It's nice to meet you too.
So, Jad, tell me about your hobbies.
I like playing football, and I want to be a famous player one day. What about you, Sarah?
I like drawing and dancing. You know, my mom was a ballerina, so I get to like it even more.
Oh, have you been in any dancing classes?
Sure. It's good to dance with some friends, and I enjoy it. Tell me about your football matches.
I play a match once a week because playing sports is important and healthy. It was nice to meet you, Sarah. See you later.
Okay, Jad. Have a good day.
Dear friends, with us, Sarah and Jad, we will learn a lot of things.
In every episode, we will teach you some of the basics in English.
See you next week. Goodbye.
So guys, I guess this episode was really fun and helpful, right?
Right.
Did you like it, Lujain?
Yes, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, then thank you, dear Lujain Al Hassan, for being with me this episode.
Welcome.
Dear friends, thank you for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.